gold, real money. This is a sovereign from the United Kingdom, minted in 1899. Good condition, 22 karat gold, and it is 0.2354 of a troy ounce of gold. Silver. Numismatics silver. S&P 500. What is the best investment? So what I'm first going to talk about is the link to silver and gold. Which is the best, silver or gold? Where should you invest your money between those two? So back when this was minted, the gold to silver ratio was this. 4 crowns there of silver. It adds up to 3.36 troy ounces. You could exchange those 4 crowns for that one sovereign, £1. And the ratio there would be 14.27. That means you need 14.27 of silver for every 1 of gold. But let's have a look at the gold to silver ratio over time and what happened after 1899. So this is the gold to silver ratio over the last 100 years. You can see that on average it was way over 14, but you also can see it's been really volatile over time. So big peaks and troughs, rising up to around 100, dropping down right to below 20. Usually at times of real key events. And as you can see, really recently, as of last year, it's been high as 100. So what would that mean for the gold to silver ratio for my one sovereign? So I'm going to add quite a lot more silver now to get to that 100 silver ratio. And I'm going to be stacking, instead of 4 crowns, I'll be stacking 8 half crowns to start with. Can you guess when I've reached the correct amount? Hit the like button when you think you've got it. These are all sterling silver. Moving down to florins now. Run out of half crowns. Are we there yet? Not quite. Finished. I would have had to trade in all that silver last year to get 1 gold sovereign. Thankfully, I didn't do it. Where we've reached now is a ratio a bit lower. Even with the huge volatile swings on, I'm recording this on 31st of January. On 30th of January, we saw a massive correction on silver prices. We had a huge jump up during January and a massive drop. So gold also did drop, but to a much lesser extent. So the ratio at the moment, as of today, is 46.41. So what would that mean for the silver ratio to gold now? So I need to correct this a little bit. Let's take this away. And this. And this. Now I'm going to have to put some back now. We're at 60 shillings to £1, and we need to go a little bit higher. About 65. 65 shillings to £1 at the current gold to silver ratio. So that's come down quite a bit, hasn't it? So which is the best, silver or gold? So if you invested $1,000 20 years ago, January 2006, how much would you have today? And this excludes costs. So storage costs for your gold and silver, insurance costs, excludes all that. S&P 500 would exclude any fees related to that investment. Same with numismatics, all the storage fees and shipping costs, etc., excluded. What would you have today? Well, let's look at gold first. So gold would today be worth $8,350. Pretty good return. So let's have a look at silver. Wow, even better. $10,062 for silver in that 20-year period. What about the S&P 500? Surely that's got to be the highest. No, only 8,031. I say only 8,031. That's a pretty good return. That is total return, so that does include dividends and reinvesting those dividends during the period. I've also put the website where I've got this information from, as you can see in row 10 there. Finally, let's have a look at numismatics. Lower, $6,000. Numismatics is a really hard one. There are indexes out there, but it really does vary on the grade, on what types of coins you're buying. It could vary significantly, between $3,000 or $4,000 to $8,000, $10,000 or more, even if you're buying the right things. So it's a really difficult one. So I think we should really focus on those first three. Now, most investors would say, most financial advisors, which I am not, and I'm not giving financial advice here, it's just what's happened over the last 20 years. They would say that gold and silver aren't real investments because there's no income generated from them. That gold sovereign doesn't have little baby gold grains every 9 months. It doesn't pay you rent from living in your house. Same with silver. It's a commodity, and the value of that commodity can change, and it's extremely volatile. We're on a high point at the moment, even with that massive, 27% correction on Friday, yesterday, as I speak. It's a high point, and that's why it's 9,400 at the moment. S&P 500, again, it's volatile, but would you believe it? It's not as volatile as gold and silver. Over the very long term, gold and silver is a great protector against inflation. It's preservation of wealth, I'd say. S&P 500 is more reliable in terms of growth. Plus, you get the dividend returns on top. Similar to if you rent out a property, the value of that property will increase and you'll also get rental income on top. Numismatics, again, you don't get any income from that. It's an income generating asset, but it is an asset, and that also can increase. And this is where real, I think, expertise comes into play. If you know what you're looking for, looking at trends, looking at good buys, numismatics can generate a lot of income. But at the end of the day, I'm not in it for the money. I collect coins because I love coins. I love history. I love holding things that people have held hundreds of years ago, that have gone through battles, gone through wars, gone through huge events. And it's a fascinating hobby. So thanks for watching again. Please like and subscribe. Lots of more interesting videos to come.